Hello, beautiful, and welcome to Cultivating Inner Beauty. In today's video, I want to share with you 4 ways you could tell that your scalp is inflamed and what you could do starting today to help alleviate that. Well, the first way that you could tell that your scalp may be inflamed is that you notice there's an increase in sensitivity. There's nothing worse than experiencing that nagging itch throughout your scalp. I'm talking about even when it starts to hurt, you can't stop the itch and you just have to keep scratching your hair. And this is also increasing the tenderness in your scalp as well. I'm talking about your comb and your brush can't even come close to your hair because that's how tender-headed you feel right now. This could be a sign that your scalp is inflamed. The second way that you could tell is that there is visible redness. Now, this could come from you over scratching your hair or even over washing your hair. And then it could also come from harsh products that you use, harsh hair products that you use. So if you're not washing it out correctly and it's causing the product buildup, and this could lead to that irritation feeling that you may have felt. And all of this is leading to that visible redness that you see. And so your scalp is inflamed, and so you see the redness. You may even start to notice little white acne-like bumps that's around your hair follicles. This is another sign, and it's just very irritating to the point where some people could even experience sores. And so all of this could be a sign that there is inflammation that is happening. The third way that you could tell is that there is more hair shedding. So all of us, we experience hair shedding no matter what you do or anything. But when you experience more hair shedding than normal, like you notice more hairs in your comb and in your brushes and even down the drain, this is something you want to pay extra attention to, because hair shedding could eventually lead to more hair loss if you're not seeing the initial signs of that. And finally, the last way that you could tell that you may be experiencing scalp inflammation is there's a lot of flakes or excessive oily scalp. So at some point or another, you may have experienced dandruff, but once you start seeing those thick scales coming from your scalp and it's very persistent and it happens constantly, this could be a sign that there is inflammation that is happening, because this could actually be a form of not dandruff, but seborrheic dermatitis. And so, what can we do starting today to help alleviate these signs? Well, first, why is it important to do so? When your scalp is healthy, when you have a nice, healthy environment, this is how your hair could thrive and reach its full state. It's like no matter what product that you use, you'll never reach that full potential if you don't first get to your scalp first. And so, if you've had these signs, then we want to look at our scalp, not so much of our hair, but what is happening at our scalp. And so, the first way to get at this is to look at our diet. We want to increase our omega-3 fatty acids. Now, if you don't already take supplements, I love to take omega-3 as a supplement. This is great for you. But what's even greater than a supplement is looking at your diet. And so this is in order to increase omega-3s in your diet, then you can eat more walnuts, more flax seeds, chia seeds, and especially salmon. This is going to help to improve your skin health, which is very key when it comes to your scalp as well. So make sure you're eating your omega-3s, or at least taking it as a supplement. Or what's even better is doing all of them, taking it as a supplement and eating it as a part of your diet as well. The second thing that you could do is to minimize your heat. So using the blow dryers and everything, overusing it, this could actually lead to heat damage, which is not a good place for your scalp to be thriving in. And so we want to pay attention to how often we're using our blow dryers, and we want to minimize that if we can. The third way what we could do to help alleviate that inflammation is by regular, gentle cleansing our scalp. So having a consistent routine, not waiting until we get to that point where we have to do the most to our scalp and causing that redness, but having a consistent routine to help keep our scalp nice and clean, because we want to get rid of that product buildup that's happening around our follicles. I tell you, one of the things that I thought of also was in my early days when I used to have relaxers. And then I don't know where, I don't think it was that I don't think it was the hairdresser, so I won't blame it on her. But I learned it from somewhere that if you had that slight tingling feeling when you're having a relaxer, then it's just a relaxer doing its job. But no, now I understand that it was definitely time to take that relaxer out because I was actually irritating my scalp. I remember a few times I would have a relaxer and I would have like bumps around my nape. And now I know that it was actually inflammation that was happening. So yes, please don't be quiet about it. If you notice this, then stop what you're doing and reassess and take care of your scalp properly. And so the other thing that I thought of as well as is for all my fitness girlies. If you like to work out, especially as much as I do, I really work out like 4 times a week. So maybe it's not that much compared to some of you, but make sure you're cleaning your scalp. If you're not washing your hair like once a week or whatever the schedule looks like for you, at least be sure that you're consistently cleaning your scalp. I'm a person, I don't really sweat compared to other people that I see in the gym. And so in the beginning, especially the beginning, I would, after would leave the gym, I would shower and just change my clothes and go about my day. But I never paid attention to my scalp. I thought my hair was okay because I didn't sweat or anything. But even if you don't see sweat, it's still important to clean your scalp because even a little bit of sweat, all of that could eventually build up to on your hair follicles and cause that inflammation. So now I know to stay consistent when it comes to cleaning my scalp, even around my hairline as well. Clean that with a cotton ball. Sometimes I use like witch hazel and I dab it on the cotton ball and clean around my scalp as well. So this has helped me a lot. And finally, the last tip that I'll give you is to use aloe vera. Aloe vera is a great ingredient when it comes to relieving that irritation or that itching feeling that you have throughout your scalp, or even that redness. It helps with relieving that. So using aloe vera on your scalp is great. You could apply it to your hair for at least 20 minutes and then wash it out, or you could use it as a mist and have it as a light refresher. So one of the products that I like to use is my Flourishing hair mist, which actually has aloe vera as one of the main ingredients. And with this, I like to refresh my scalp throughout the week because I don't like to use like a lot of products. I now understand how easy my scalp can accumulate buildup. And so I like to use something fresh, especially in between my wash days to help keep my scalp hydrated. And speaking of hydration, you want to make sure your scalp is hydrated, but you also want to make sure you're drinking enough water because how you're treating your body on the inside, it will eventually show on the outside. So make sure you're drinking enough water as well. I pray that this has helped you and make sure you share with someone that comes to mind because we need a healthy, flourishing scalp so our hair will flourish as well.